Blackout in Europe is very significant. The blackout that just happened in Europe is very significant. Don't take it for a joke. I'm telling you the reality. I was giving out a prophecy-like content before the end of 2024, right? I want to get the numbers right. So I was giving some prophecy-like message during the close of 2024 that 2025 you should be ready for the unexpected, okay? And we are seeing it, and it keeps going. Listen, there have been many shocks, there have been many awakening, there have been many truths and exposures that has come. 2025 is a year of what? Of judgment, right? 2025 is a judgment year. It's a year of exposure. It's a year of awakening. In fact, judgment is beginning from 2025. So from 2025, 2026, 2025 is just the launch, right? It's the launching, and you are seeing it. And we are just not even halfway. We are not even halfway through, right? And all these things are to show you the evil that men have stood behind to orchestrate, all for the disempowerment of the woman and the low vibration, to just arrive the woman at the low vibration, right? And when I talk about the woman, I'm talking about the earth, okay? They are tampering with the earth. When I talk about the earth, I'm also talking about the woman as a person. They want to tamper and they want to devolve the woman as much as they can, right? So I told you, and you have seen it. Now, the blackout that you have experienced, I am not in Europe, but I've received many messages from people saying that, yeah, there's a blackout. And this blackout lasted for 11 to 12 hours. Some too are saying that it went on longer than before. Yes. So blackout is something that where I'm coming from is normal. So me, when I was talking about the blackout that was going to be happening in 2025, my country wasn't part, Africa wasn't part, because Africa and blackout is one. And trust me, there will never be stable electricity in Africa, because the electricity frequency is a threat to the mother, and she keeps repelling it. So the doomsaw thing that light on, light off that is happening, I'm witnessing in my country, they should even stop politicizing it, because the sun is really on, and the sun is not even permitting the electricity. The intensity of the sun that is coming to rise in Africa, it is going to cause a lot of electrical devices to shut down, and Africa should be ready. Network issues, telecommunication. I said these things before 2025. By getting to the close of 2024, I made this prophecy, like I don't even want to call it prophecy, right, to sound religious. But these things, I said it, that because men have failed to connect to nature and to live with nature, but rather cause trouble and problems, they are going to learn it the hard way. Individually, you are going to feel it. And when I'm talking like this, I don't exclude anyone. Whatever you sow, you reap it. You fuckingly reap it. What you sow, you fuckingly reap it. And you are never going to escape that. No matter how you sacrifice bulls and goats. That is the reality. So blackout is something that is going on here. It's not new to me, or I don't think it's new to a fellow who lives in the frequency that I am. Right? Yesterday there was a blackout, and for us, even the blackout, it goes 24 hours, sometimes 2 days, and trust me, I think the people, they've already engineered their mind for that. But for a place like Europe, America, and these places, if there is a blackout, it's significant, because that is the birthplace of electricity. That is the birthplace. When I say the birthplace, I mean that is where the campaign began. Electricity has already been here. Electricity is natural. But this form of electricity that you are seeing, it is rather an electricity that is harnessing on the energy of the woman illegally. But they don't even give credit, right? Good. Africa, the only way Africa will become better is for them to live in the sun, right? Because the African man is running away from the sun. The African woman is running away from the sun. Now you see people holding umbrella under the sun because the intensity of the sun is very high. But the mother, right, the cosmic mother is telling every African man and woman that start living in the sun, meaning start building your culture around the sun before it's too late. When we talk about the fifth dimension, it's simply going outdoor in the sun to establish the culture. The planting is done under the sun. The building is done in the sun. The navigations are under the sun. Listen, without the sun, you can't do anything. That's why they say no Jesus, no life. No Jesus, no life means no sun, no life. It is the sun's energy that they have used to coin the religious gospels and all this rubbish. When I say it plain like that because I am speaking from nature's truth and nothing can stop it. It's up and out now. I didn't come for peace. I came to destroy families. I came to separate families, relationship, yes. And me myself, I'm going through it. Right? And when the families scatter like this and the relationships scatter like this, it is going to lead us to the real true relationship. So here is the case we are going to see relationship that's scattered, that both parties work on themselves and we are going to see a reconciliation again. Yes, reconciliations will happen, but it is going to happen on the heart ground. Anything that is not done in heart is not going to stand. Anything that is not done in heart is not going to stand. Yes. So the cosmic mother is saying that let's put feelings, emotions, and our personal reality aside and embrace the truth. Truth over relationship, truth over marriage, right? Here is the case, the truth has come and it's not going to favor your lifestyle. Yes. Individually true. Now, this blackout that is being witnessed outside in the Europe and America, right? Trust me, it's significant. But my side is not significant. Okay, my side is significant. Yes. I didn't plan this content, so I have every right to make amendments. Whatever I say, I can rephrase it or I can amend it. So now the thing is, the blackout here in another dimension is significant because the mother too is telling the African man that this electricity has not been your life. This electricity has not been your life. This electricity has not been your life. Yours is the sun, right? The solar energy, right? We have the technology to even generate electricity out of the sun, and the mother has no problem with that. Listen to me very carefully. The right source of electricity is the sun. So if you can make a car that is responding to the sun, no problem. If you can make phone that is solar, no problem. If you can make car that is solar, no problem. Because when the sun sets, night stands for judgment. So what you have done in the day, it is the night that will determine whether what you did in the day was worth it. And what men have done in this world is exposing that it is what it is. They have run away from the sun and the night is judging them. When the light goes off, the people are moody, depressed. Share. When the light goes off, the people are moody and depressed. Are you getting it? So listen, this electricity that you see is here to charge the robots and the AI. Without the electricity, there is no AI. This electricity too that you see is not real. The true electricity is coming from the sun. Listen to me very carefully. So the blackout, I already said it. If you live in the Europe, the significance or what this blackout is signifying is the fifth dimension. It's telling you simply that the fifth dimension is here. So how was the reaction when the light went off? How did your activities go when the light went off? That is the question. Activities, that is the question. How did the activities become? That is the question. How did the activities go? That is the question. You realize that when the light went off, the train stations were shut. The trains couldn't move. So at that time, if you were in a train going somewhere, grrr, is a vibration. And it is all also part of the work of the elite structure. They want to keep you depressed and confused like this because as it stands now, every activity has moved into the AI. So a little glitch, then you are like, no. A little glitch and it sounds Judgment Day to you. A little glitch in the matrix and it looks like all is gone. You see, the thing is that if you live in those places, remember, you have steady electricity. Giving you steady and consistent electricity is for a reason. Some people travel to Europe and they are like, yes, I'm in Europe, oh, fuck Africa. You see, because it is the dream of every African man to move from Africa, to move from the sun to the snow, to move from the sun to the fridge. Okay, so when they get there, they beef us. Okay, they will beef me. They will beef me. Some people came to me, right, asking me that, Nana, there is a traveling opportunity that has come. Should I go? They want to just test me. So I'll say don't go. No, me, I'll tell you, listen to yourself. If it's right that you feel in your soul that you will go, fine, go. Right? Listen to yourself. My messages are not for everyone. That is why you shouldn't take my messages personal if you are not ready for awakening. If you are not ready for awakening, or if you are not ready for the darkness, don't take my messages serious. If you are not ready to face yourself, don't take my content and platform serious, because in these last days, I am here and it's very sacrificial. What I am doing, do you know what is costing me? It is costing me my own reality. Hey, listen, it's not a joke. 1% in the midst of the 99, you think it's a joke? You want to give your heart all out, and they traumatize you. Yes. So please, this is not a fair work, because a lot has gone on, a lot has happened on this earth space, right? And that is why we are using every means and platform to communicate to people as much as we can, because we being on these platforms also means a certain survival. Yes. Whether you are on here to watch funny videos and have a certain happiness, it is all part of a certain survival, because if you didn't come on here to watch that person's funny video, you wouldn't feel that dopamine life fulfillment. You will not have it. So one way or the other is something that you are finding a certain benefit one way or the other. But here is the case, the bigger picture is that the AI energy is coming to fail you. Because anything done on artificial grounds, we can't see it a cushion. So in the blackout, you realize that train stations are shut down, companies are not getting service again, network will go down. If electricity goes down, network goes down. And that is why nature, the universe is here telling you about the fifth dimension. Right? The fifth dimension is here. The fifth dimension is now. The dimension where you are losing everything and going into your soul and solitude is here. The dimension that you have to realize your self-independence is here. And we are beginning from somewhere. If you know that you have the wherewithal and you can do something for a certain sustenance, start now. Whether it is a creation, whatever, begin from somewhere. Create livelihood out of the skills, because it's part of your soul contract. Don't lose your soul contract because of the AI. Don't lose your soul contract because of the energy, the internet energy. Don't lose your soul contract because of the electricity. So whatever you can do, sing, dance, fine. Now you can sing, you can dance, you can draw, you can become artistic, but you need to eat. And that is why nature is telling you that, okay, so now you have to evolve into your own planting. If it's going to take time, the universe doesn't know time. But she is saying that, please move into your creation. Move into your life, your planting. If it is going to take you years, begin the journey. That is the most important thing. So I'm on here to inform you all that, listen, this electricity and internet is not promising. The blackout is reminding you of the fifth dimension. And the universe doesn't give a fuck whether you are a Christian or Muslim or whatever. Be responsible, because it is in your responsibility that you are going to see the problems. It is in your responsibility that you are going to find your weakness. It is in the responsibility that you are going to establish your culture and arrange your life. I was in the dominant city matrix, whereby when light went off, I was really going somewhere, because listen, without the light I wasn't nothing. But when I threw myself into the bush, into nature, I saw another life, another life, which is the very default life of man. And since then, I've been on here telling people that, listen, I've seen something. I've seen it. I've seen the light. I've seen the true God. I've seen the true Messiah. I have seen the true Creator. I've seen the true Jesus. And it's in nature. And how do you connect to nature? You connect to nature by simply connecting to your heart. Because your heart is the kingdom. I told the people in my reality, face yourself. Their darkness came, and they are having their calmness to reap. Yes. When you are telling them the truth, they are still looking for ways to even take advantage of you and try to manipulate you. But if you try that, you are poking your own self into trouble. Yes, because let me speak for myself. I work for the darkness. I work for the darkness. That's it. I'm a dark man. That's my home. Darkness is what it is. Because the light that is out there is false. So I am light in darkness. I am that light in the darkness. And the only way I can maintain my light is to still recognize the darkness. And I've done that. I've paid my dues. Dark nights came. The traumas came. Right? We saw ourselves in the trauma and we moved in our soul path. And nothing can be done about that. When you are all allowed to speak your truth, nothing can stop you. I'm telling you. When the time is right for you to speak your truth, that is the madness. Nothing. They try to use a certain family consciousness to ground me. Yes, looking into my life, I've seen that family has been a certain grounding, right? And it looks like the cycle wants to repeat. But because I have come to self-knowledge, I've come to know myself, I am in my godliness and responsibility still. That is why the other masculine families of my partner, my party is not going to stop me in taking care of my own creation. I said it. I said that if they try, I said, listen, if I am not the one to take care of my child, nobody will. Anyone who tries to make this thing not fulfilled, that person is under curse. And if you try to nobody sent you. I've not sent anybody to take care of my child for me. That's what I'm telling the world. And if you try, as that family is doing, it's a curse and a spell. I didn't come for peace. I didn't come actually for peace. I came because if you follow me, if you try to connect with me, get ready. Your family exposures are going to happen. It's not a joke. Your relationship, there is going to be exposure once you begin to follow and listen to me, because I'm telling you, I didn't have to lie to even my partner that this is the reality. And when the reality came, we saw it. We saw it. And there are many things I can't come on here to tell you. Many confessions that came. Many confessions. I can't come here and say it. No. Maybe in the right time, when the provocations come and the madness get to another level, and I realize that the energy coming, I have to go that way, then I'll come. But now, what I'm telling you is that the judgment is here. And your decision to follow your truth and your path will cause separation. There is a separation. There is a separation. There is a wall. Because as we are coming to know our truth, it is going to shift us into our awakening. And we are going to see that the people that were around us, whether in any forms, they were not worth it. They were not worth it. That's why you are going to realize that people really need to go and face themselves before they qualify for your energy. They have to come qualified. So we are in the judgment zone. The blackout that you are seeing, this is the revelation. That listen, the matrix is going to put you in a certain unexpected age. Blackout. Yes, that's why they are giving you steady, consistent electricity. As an African man, if you go to Europe and you think, hey, yes, light day here, 247, yes, the system is working. Fine. But the system is also telling you that get ready for the unexpected, because we thrive by giving you an unexpected reality. For example, light goes off. So as the train is going, the train is electricity. Ga 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 ga, light off. Ga 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 ga. Then the train shuts down. Right? So imagine 12 hours of light out. How is the cyber truck going to feel? Your cyber cars that is now engineered with AI and electricity. You realize that you will be found wanting. You are on a highway. You are traveling and light is out. Your cyber truck is going, your car is going. How do you charge it? So this is not the time of saying that what is going on. The government can't even do anything about it too. I'm telling you, don't even be going and be pointing your hands to the government and the leaders, because they are all puppets. They are serving. They are serving some. They can't do anything. The time has come. And that is why we have to move into our hearts and find our true light and path. Yes, we can only find light when we go into our darkness. We will continue.